Welcome dear students to Computer Studies Standard 11th English Medium. Today we are going to study chapter number 1, Introduction to Multimedia, Part 4. In today's video, we are going to discuss about the multimedia element image, which is very important for any multimedia presentation. Any of the multimedia presentation is just incomplete without the images. Generally, all the multimedia presentations are graphic based. You can try to imagine of a presentation which is being shown to the audience, and if there is only one media element, that is text, it will not hold the attention of all the audience. It will look incomplete without the images. Information communicated through images is easier to remember and understand. I would like to explain you this thing with an example. For example, if you have visited a place and you have seen that place, means at the time of visit, obviously you have seen that place. Now, whenever any person talks about that place, at once, immediately, that image of that place will come into your mind, isn't it? While if you have read a paragraph on any of the place, then that place you will not be able to remember so well, or you will have to read that paragraph once or twice or thrice to remember exactly that place. So that is the difference between memorizing a place by looking at it and by reading about it. That is, another example is, if I talk about any of the current film stars, that is actor or actresses, immediately the face of that actor or actress will come into your mind. Why? That's because you have seen that person, that character for a number of times, and the image is lying in your memory. Images could be photographs clicked with the help of a digital camera or with the help of a smartphone. Or it could be images downloaded straight away from the internet. Or it could also be the photographs converted into digital form with the help of scanners. Now what is this last thing that I would like to explain you? That in olden days, the photographs were not clicked with the help of a smartphone or digital camera, and they were not stored in the soft copy form, that is in digitalized form. It was stored as hard copies. Now, if you want to prepare a presentation on the historical places, or using some old pictures which are there in the form of hard copies, then what you will have to do? You will have to scan them with the help of a scanner, and that is how you will convert it into digitalized form. Thereafter, you can make the use of it. Now, the topic which we are going to discuss is a totally new thing for you all. Now, you may have observed the thing that some of the images, if you try to zoom that image, then that image will get blur. Am I right? While there are some type of images which allows you to zoom that image up till any extent. How is that thing possible? That is possible because that image is stored in the mathematical form or mathematical equations form. So whenever you zoom, it will perform the equations and the image will not get blur. And the another way of storing the image is in the pixel form. At present, we are going to discuss both of them. First, we are going to discuss about the bitmap or raster images. Now, computer stores the images in the form of pixel map, which is known as bitmap or raster image. You can compare it with the square line book which you were using for mathematics in your childhood, right? Now, in that mathematics book, if you try to imagine that you want to write alphabet H, See, I have given an example here. I have drawn 9 squares. Okay. In that 9 squares, I have filled red color in some of the colors to display the alphabet H. So same is the mechanism here. But here you don't come to know that the things are stored in the form of squares because the number of squares is so much. Here there are only 9 squares and they are so big, so you can make out that H is written like this way, while your pixels are generally 1366 into 768. To see how many pixels your screen is made up of, you can right click on your desktop and you can click on the screen resolution. So the number of squares are so many. If you multiply that thing, that is 1366 multiplied by 768, gives you the answer 10,49,088. So there are so many pixels, and by setting the screen resolution to more number of pixels, the clarity will go on increasing. So a pixel is a small dot on the computer screen. A map is a two-dimensional matrix of dots, that is rows and columns. Those are 2 dimensions. Thus, a bitmap is a simple matrix of tiny dots which forms an image on the computer screen. Each pixel contains a value representing a color. For example, here to display the alphabet H, we have used the color red. When an image is sent for being displayed on the screen, the picture data is converted into pixels. Another form of image generated by computers is vector graphics. Here, contents of image are described using positioning and size of geometrical forms and shapes as lines, curves, rectangles, and circles, and is stored in the form of mathematical equations. A vector image can be easily enlarged or shrunk without affecting the quality of the image. So this is the main difference. On the screen, both bitmap and vector graphics looks the same, but when we enlarge the bitmap image, it will blur and the pixels will get enlarged as shown in the figure. Just now we had seen the figure, those yellow flowers. While on the other hand, the vector images looks the same when it is enlarged. This is because the data is stored in the mathematical form and the values are recalculated when it is displayed on the screen. Now, which things are stored in the vector graphics forms? Then font, right? Logos of any company and many illustrations are stored in this way. Now I am showing you both the type of images, raster graphic and vector graphic. By looking at both of them, it will look the same. For example, this one and this one both looks the same. Now I will zoom this image. Now this was a big banner, so it will allow me to zoom, but after certain extent, if you notice, it will get blur. Am I right? Fine. Now the same image, it was created in CorelDRAW. It was created using the application CorelDRAW. Here that image is open using the application CorelDRAW. Now here I am trying to zoom that image. Just observe. I can zoom it till any level. Just see. I am going on zooming the image, but it will not get blur at all. Okay. So like this way is the mechanism. Now a thought will come into your mind, since you all are intelligent, that sir, then why can't we save all the images in this form only, right? Now we are not able to save our photographs in this form. What we can save using this form is any type of logo or any textual thing we can save using this extension. Otherwise By default, whenever we click a photo, it will be saved as JPG. JPG is raster or bitmap type of image. Now we are going to have a look at the commonly used image format. The first one is .bmp. The file extension is .bmp. The file type is bitmap image, and a description is uncompressed image file used to store the bitmap digital images. Here I have not marked the MCQ answer in blue color. So here each image explanation could be forming a MCQ. The next one is .gif. We all are familiar with .gif. The file type is graphical interchange format file, and its description is common for web graphics with small images and images with text. It uses limited number of colors. Then the next one is .png. The file type or the full form of PNG is portable network graphics. Description: it is used to store graphics for web images and supports up to 32 bits colors. It was an improvement over GIF. It displays transparent background. To explain you the thing, I have inserted an image of Google Chrome's logo. Now here you cannot see white color rectangular shape around this circular logo, right? So this logo is having a transparent background and its extension is .png. You yourself also can create this type of PNG images by using Adobe Photoshop. You can cut the background. .jpeg or .jpg. The full form is Joint Photographic Expert Group Image File. Common image format used by digital cameras. It supports up to 24 bits colors. Now this is the most common format. Whenever we click a picture using our smartphone or digital camera, it is saved with this extension. I am sure that most of them are familiar with the word PSD or .psd. Am I right? Fine. Now the type of file is Photoshop document, and description is image file created by Photoshop. Now little bit I will explain you. For example, if you want to create a cover page of a calendar, for example academic calendar of a school, then you will get so many good pictures of the activities which are carried out by the school. Then if you are the designer, then you will crop the photos and arrange it in the way you like, right? And you will also add the caption and the title and all those things, and the thing will get ready. Now in that, each image which you have inserted and the text you have inserted is inserted in different layers. They all will be treated as layers. In chapter number 2 you will learn layers. So suppose if later on, before it gets printed and if it gets saved as one single JPG file, you can change the pictures, you can remove the pictures, whatever you want to do. You will be flexible. You can remove any layer or add any effects, anything you can do. So for time being, you will save that file as PSD file. .tif, tagged image file format. This is highly flexible and platform independent format which is widely used today. Now the last topic of today's video is how to insert image. Now it depends on the software which we are using, that how the image is inserted. But at present in your textbook it is explained to you that how to insert image in openoffice.org writer program. Now you all are genius, I don't need to explain you, but I am explaining you because here I cannot form the MCQs in the textual form. from the explanation which I am doing, you have to create the MCQs. Now it's very simple to insert an image, but 2-3 ways I am teaching you. You can use it according to your need. I am sure that one of the way you may not be knowing. Fine. The first thing is click on the insert menu and picture option. This you all are knowing. There is nothing new in this. Fine. Then you select the picture and insert or double click on the picture. So it will get inserted. Another way is to simply look for the image where it's lying, and for example I want to insert the image of the smartphone. Control C, that is copy, and Control V. Now this is the most common practice how we insert the image, and it's very flexible and fast going. Fine. Now another thing which I would like to explain you is how to insert a picture as a background or as a watermark. Okay. For example, if you have prepared some document and you want to insert your picture in the background, so that if anybody makes the Xerox copy of that thing, anybody will recognize that it is actually prepared by you. So how to do that thing? So that we'll create a new file, Control N. For that you have to go to Design menu. In Design menu, you will get an option called watermark. Here there are two options, page color. From here also you will be able to insert. First I will insert using watermark. From watermark you have to go to custom watermark. In custom watermark you have to select the second radio button, that is picture watermark, and from here if you don't want to keep it as a washout, then you have to remove this tick mark. If you want to keep it as a washout, you let this thing be as it is. Then click on select picture. Now I want to insert it from my local computer. I don't want to insert it from internet. So I click on work offline. So immediately I will be here. From here I can insert, and if the picture is lying in any other location, I have to choose the location and then insert the picture. Now what is the benefit of this? See, it is inserted as a grayscale image. Just now I had explained you that if you put that tick mark of that thing, then it will remain. Now we will insert it. What is the benefit that I will tell you? That if you want to type anything on the top of this thing, you will be able to type. Just see. That picture will not create any problem. You can type on the top of that picture. Fine. Now we insert the picture using another way, and that is design design. From here page color. In page color you have to go to fill effects, and in fill effects you have to select picture. Same option, and you can insert the picture. Right. Here we complete this video. If you like the video, please hit the like button, and we meet in the next video. Thank you. Goodbye.